just do desktop 1. And now I think maybe you can see the opportunities for entrepreneurs. There's the new product competition. Most of you have a new product. I just got off the phone with Mike Rohr, and he indicated that the Java App Store is not a product, it's a service. And so I put it in under the Connecticut Elevator Pitch Olympics, which has the same prize, but at least it fits the category a little bit better. If you haven't submitted your project, I encourage you to do so. You've got to create an account, and you still have a few hours left. I believe you have well, until the end of the day, because this thing is due on November 23rd. So you'll want to go into the new products competition and do a submit. Can everybody sort of see the screen? You can see my status here. So I took the App Store and I had submitted it to the new product competition, and I was told to resubmit it to the elevator pitch competition, which I did. That submission, I guess you can view what I ended up doing. It was relatively simple. Most of the things that you had answered, well, let's see. Let's go back to the new product competition. If you're going to the new product competition, which is something I encourage you to do, I would say that all of the things that you answered in your submission on Blackboard are answers to the questions here. And so I went through and did the submit myself. If you look at the opportunities and you want to do a new submission, you can draft or edit a submission, and you can either edit the selected draft that I have, or I can edit this selected draft, or I can create a new proposal. And then you could type in your proposal name, hit add, and then you can put in whatever you like in terms of the answers to the questions. But in general, you can just cut and paste into the system. So if you said, well, I really want to do the bioreactor, for example, I could just say add bioreactor, click add, and then it says product or service, and then you could probably find that in the bioreactor description, and then save the answer and go to the next thing. And basically, here's the list of questions. And most of them are pretty simple. Advisor for competition, advisor email, comments, capital, value proposition, patent status is not applied yet, or in development. You'll want an image, which could just be a sketch. Development stage, probably early prototype. I would say prototype and development would probably be correct, because you don't have any beta testing. You don't have something finished that's internally tested, so just prototype and development. And let's see what other questions would you need to answer. Value proposition, here's where you type in something that you probably already typed for your question. You have a little time. You could certainly enter. I encourage you to do so. Everybody other than the Java App Store really does have a product. And so that's the thing. You guys you ought to do it. And if you've got a video, well, the videos can go in there as well. For the Java App Store, I was not able to find a YouTube video, which is what they wanted to submit. So I just submitted the Kickstarter project, which I opened up for preview. So they can look at that if they want to or not. I don't know. And so that's that. Any questions about the new product competition? You guys basically have everything you need in the prior homework submission. No questions? I'm not sure if I should open the chat or not. It doesn't look like anyone's typing anything, but I'll leave the chat window open in case you have a question. You can type if you prefer. So there's that. The other thing I wanted to do was I was going to have Dr. Hoffman do a presentation about the project management, but he had a prior commitment, And so what I'm going to do is something a little bit different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a YouTube video on how to make a PCB using a product called Easy EDA. Easy EDA is a kind of an interesting thing. Let me see if I can log in here. Easy EDA not only allows you to create a your own board, but it also allows you to submit the board for assembly, and you can even get your how you say um, assembled boards shipped back to you, and you can also get it kitted out. So by kitting it out, what that means is if the products, that is the, here's an example, I'll put one up here, 555 timer. So now you can see the actual schematic for a 555 timer, which is, there's your 555. Here's a couple of LEDs. These are a couple of resistors, capacitor, a little variable resistor to adjust the timing. And then that integrates in with a layout system that'll let you create a printed circuit board. And here's the printed circuit board. And what you can do with the printed circuit board is you can have it automatically route the board and outsource the board, and it can even, if the parts are in the stock for the service, you can order the parts directly from the integrated system known as LCSC. They will kit the parts and put them in there for you. So I have an account with this firm as well. This is a sort of a separate thing where they have all the parts in stock, and you can look at the see if I can bring this up. You can look at the bill of materials known as the BOM. And once you have that, and this thing will automatically export the bill of materials, you can order up all of the parts that you need, and they will ship them along with the boards back to you for assembly. Or if you prefer, you can have things assembled for you. Here's a here's another project I did called, and we actually made this. This is the shield that we use for the Arduino for controlling several buttons. This is for a game controller with an RF interface. The RF interface goes up, and here is a piggyback, and then these are what they call JST connectors, and they are keyed, so you can't put them in backwards, and they hook up to some buttons that you can use, buttons and joysticks that you can use for control. Here's another project I did, kind of fun actually. This one is called Ranger Hat. It takes 3 different ultrasonic sensors that plug into these various headers. Header 1 is in the center, header 2 and 3 are on the side. And then this part over in here is a little mezzanine connector that goes to the Arduino. And then this is a jack for audio. And it is a, I'll call it a biomedical device, for lack of a better term, because what you can do is you can create different tones depending upon whether there's something in range in front of the one of the 3 sensors. And so effectively it's a way for the blind to kind of get around just in case there's, you know, obstacles. So it's in lieu of let's say the white cane you would use to tap on things. It's kind of interesting. You can integrate these things. And what I thought I would do is I would play a little video that actually gives you a tutorial on how to use this tool. So there are many tools, but this one seems very nicely integrated in with the assembly, part ordering, and printed circuit board fabrication, which I thought was kind of a neat thing. So let me play that video for you. I'm going to see if I can get that to go full screen and give you audio. Can you hear the audio okay?
Hi, and welcome to my playhouse. And today,